Hello again folks. If you've been watching my channel for any great length of time, you may recall the series of videos I did on some CCTV equipment about 2 or 3 years ago now. Now that series of videos actually turned out to be very popular. I think some of them have had, I think 100,000 views possibly. But the kit that I reviewed in that video has actually moved to my new property and was installed at my new property, and unfortunately it's actually started to fail. I added 2 cameras to that system at my new property, but the originally supplied cameras, one has totally failed, this one here, which I'll bring in and show you. This one is totally dead. I don't know if you can see, but there's some damp behind the glass, some corrosion, but the big problem, I don't know how well the camera is going to pick this up. You can probably see it here, excuse my fingernails. You can see that the seal has actually perished. Yeah, totally unusable. The other camera, if I didn't already mention there, I think the infrared shutter has gone on it because it's only usable in daytime hours. As soon as it gets dark, it's absolutely useless. So the long and short of it is, I thought I'd just replace the entire system. Something new, 4 new cameras, something upgraded from a previous system, and looking about on Amazon, I went with this Sansco one. Now I will say at this point that this is not sponsored by Sansco. I paid for this using my own money, so you're going to get an unbiased and honest review. To be honest, you always get that on my channel, but just to make it clear. So yeah, we'll take a look at it, and we'll do an unboxing tonight, and I think I'll probably do a similar series of videos as I did with the old system. Unboxing tonight, a part 2, which is after you've installed the cameras, we'll take a look at the user interface, how the system works, how you configure it, etc. And if people are having issues or problems or that sort of thing, I'll probably do a follow-up video where I address those questions and concerns and take you through it. Anyway, enough rambling, been chatting for 2 minutes now. Let's take a look at the kit and we'll see what we've got. Okay, so I've just moved the outer box out the way. I have actually opened it just to get these boxes out. You probably still at the side anyway. Yeah, I didn't know if it was going to be in like a colourful box inside. It wasn't. We've got these 2 boxes, this big one here and a smaller one here, so presumably this is where the DVR is. So yeah, let's open it up. And oops, that's upside down. There we go. Okay, so in here we'll obviously get our cameras and some wiring. This is just a power splitter, which does exactly as it says in the tin. These are 20 meter power and video cables. So what you do here is, this is the camera side presumably, yep. And this is the side that goes into your house or wherever you decide to put your recorder. And then this powers them over the cable. So you'd have to run a separate power cable. They're all in a combined video and power cable. And this just plugs into the back of your DVR. So yeah, 20 meters each of those, which is enough for my property. In fact, we'll put them here because I won't be able to get into the other box otherwise. We've got a power brick, 12 volts, 2 amps. And presumably these are our cameras. So I should mention a bit about specs. I said I wanted an upgraded system. My previous system was a 720 AHD, so an analog HD, which is essentially a pseudo HD signal sent across a signal and ground cable, if you like, a composite type cable. These are actually 1080p. I believe they're AHD as well. I may be wrong. If I am wrong, I'll put something up here to say that. I haven't checked. Yeah, little Allen key and 3 raw plugs and screws, and the camera itself. So let's have a look at it. Sansco 1080p camera, model DX6699, 12 volts, 500 milliamps. So yeah, 2 amps is going to power the 4Es quite easily, and that looks a lot nicer than the other one. It's got this weather shield on it. Yeah, that's probably going to make quite a difference. As you can see on here, this did have a sort of hood on it. Sorry, I'll get it in shot there. Because it's a cut off there, there was still a lot of light get cast along the lens. This looks like it's going to be a lot better, and presumably, if I can get a screwdriver, what do we see? Looking at the design, we can slide that forward to shield the lens even more. So the reason I say that's a good thing, the previous cameras at night, because of the street lighting, it basically, the camera thought it was still daytime and the infrared shutter wouldn't go across the lens and it wouldn't go into night vision mode essentially. So that's probably going to prevent that. So yeah, we've got a nice mount here. We can mount it any way we want. It's adjustable in 3 dimensions. And we've got a nice little foam here, almost like a gasket, which is going to prevent the water going down that pipe there. And there's our connections. Now, I won't go into, this isn't the setup video of course, but if you recall from the previous video, you can see the remnants of it on here. It's a good idea to get self-amalgamating tape if you're buying one of these kits. I'll pop a link to the self-amalgamating tape in the video. This is superb and stops, as you can see, that's been outside for 2 or 3 years and it's super shiny. No water has got in because of this superb tape. But yeah, that's our camera, 1080p. Got the night vision LEDs, as you see, the infrared LEDs, and presumably an IR shutter in there. I'll test this and let you know how it performs in the next video. So that's pretty much in there. I've got 4 of the cameras obviously, so I'll get this box out of the way. Oops. And we'll go on to the DVR. As ancillaries. Okay, so get that box out of the way as well. So ancillary wise, what do we get? We've got another 12 volt 2 amp power supply, same brand as well. Obviously switch mode as everything is nowadays. Actually, that looks reasonably good quality, nice and robust. The other one was a little bit cheapy if I'm being totally honest. The Florian, or Florian, however you want to pronounce it. We get a bog standard computer mouse. Don't think some of these sometimes come with the blue LEDs. It's not even got that, it's just a plain optical mouse. And to be honest, once it's set up, you kind of just leave it unless you need to get some footage off it. We get a Cat5 cable, Cat5e, 1 meter, you know, maybe not a usable length if you're going to put the box right next to your router, but you know, nice to have it in there. And of course, if you don't use it, you just throw it into the your parts bin, your cable bin, the man drawer, whatever you call it, or woman drawer, that's full of cables. Yeah, we get a little printed user guide, fairly brief, but to be honest, and the kit that came with the previous, the kit that came with the, DVR that came with the previous kit was really self-explanatory. I found it really easy to use. So there's a quick setup guide showing you how it all connects and this, that and the other. And we get software, which probably is the manual, and maybe some software to monitor. I don't know if I actually said there if there is software, but anyway, rambling on. Let's go on to the main event, the DVR itself. So I'll get rid of this tape. There we go. And we'll have a look at it. Now this comes with a 1 terabyte drive installed. Nice, you know, how would you describe that? Fairly sparse front side. It's just, you know, quite clean design actually. We've got a sort of D-pad type control here with OK in the middle, and we've got menu and escape. So that's hopefully going to be reasonably intuitive to use. We've got a record LED, an alarm LED, and power. And we also have an infrared port there. I can see there is a infrared receiver in there. It doesn't come with an IR remote, but possibly a generic Chinese remote will will actually operate it. On the back, similar sort of story to the other kit, and to be honest, they're all pretty much the same. You got your 4 channels of video in from your AHD cameras. We've got audio out here, which obviously comes from the audio in, so you can buy optional microphones. So you do not get microphones with this, or pretty much any other type of system like this. You generally have to buy a separate microphone should you require it. Again, similar, they've used a standard sort of hi-fi type connector here. Your 2 stereo channels. We've got a single screw in there, so that's 1 block, but it is audio 1, 2, 3 and 4 in. We've got a VGA and HD out for our monitor, so we can actually look at the cameras. We've got a network port there, 2 USB ports, 1 for the mouse and 1 for the memory stick. Now, this isn't a memory stick, this is still a card reader, but this would probably work. The card reader is only useful for, the memory stick is only useful for backing up footage off these bits of kit. You cannot record directly to a memory stick. So if you buy one of these systems that doesn't have a hard drive pre-fitted, you cannot record. You can only view the cameras. So your options are to buy one with the hard drive pre-installed, which when it comes to price, it's actually negligible. What's your best option? You know, or you can buy a bare unit and install your own hard drive, but you cannot record directly to the USB stick. What else have we got then? We've got we're power in DC 12 volts, and we've got this RS485, which is of course a serial protocol which can be used for pan and tilt cameras. And that is pretty much all she wrote. Now, I was considering opening this up just to see what type of hard drive we have installed, but I don't know if there's any sort of warranty indications, and the fact that I've purchased this with it pre-installed, I don't want to open it then to find out that there's something not working and I have to send it back and they say, well, you've been inside it. So I won't be doing that in this video. But suffice to say, it's just going to be a 1 terabyte drive. It's going to record video and it should be fine. So there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you're interested, subscribe and you can catch up in the next episodes as I do them. I'll hopefully get this installed in the next week or so when I get some free time. But I thought tonight we'd just take a look at it, do the little unboxing and see what we get for money. I should say this was £169 from Amazon, so I got it next day delivery. And when I actually look at the cost of the previous bare unit, so I get a bare DVR without a hard drive and the 2 720p cameras. This comes with 4 1080p cameras and a 1 terabyte drive installed. So in terms of cost, it's negligible really, I suppose. It's obviously a higher quality camera with better resolution, so I think at that price it's pretty good. But only time will tell. We'll get it installed and see how it looks. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, take care of yourselves, and as always, all the best. And if you haven't done so and you'd like to do so, click on my fat head down here to subscribe. Take care. Bye bye.